I called up a friend of mine last night and I said, there's a big event going down, a big one, a big one. We're talking huge. We're talking Super Bowl-like event. He's like, what's this? I said, they have some college video of Obama, and it's going to be premiered on the Hannity show tonight. Yes, it's an exclusive. This is going to be like a Super Bowl political event. And I'm looking forward to it. Come on over. Let's party it up before the big show. So he's like, Tim, you got to relax here a little bit, you know. You're going to be disappointed. And I'm like, Rich, knock it off. Okay? Every time I talk about big events like this, you try to put a pin in my balloon. Yes, you try to suck all the oxygen out of my room. Now knock it off and come on over. All right, but you're going to be disappointed. Guess what? Yeah, Rich was right, and I had to admit it. Do you think I really like to admitting to my friends that they're right? Sorry, not with my friends. No, we all have big, fat, freaking egos. Yes, we have heads so big that sometimes we have to turn sideways just to come into a room. So having to admit to my friend Rich that that video was a big disappointment, believe me, was a little bit hard to swallow. Now, I can't speak for you, but I know yesterday afternoon when I found out that that college video was going to finally be released, I was excited. Now, let's face it, after Breitbart passed away, there was a lot of curiosity of whether this video was even going to come out. You actually had people online coming up with theories that Andrew Breitbart was assassinated by a pin. Yes, kind of like there's a movie, International something. I can't remember the whole title. It was the actor that played in it played in Shoot 'Em Up. If you ever got a chance to see that movie, that was a great movie. The other one was good, but it was a little disappointing. But anyways, the premise of the story at the beginning of the movie was there was this agent who was killed because of a prick. Yes, just a little bit of a prick by a needle, and that was enough toxin to kill him. So people were assuming that probably the Obama administration had taken out Breitbart over this video. Well, like I said, yesterday afternoon I find out about it. I go to Breitbart, I do a quick blog. Now, in that blog, they say that they're going to be on the Sean Hannity show at 9 o'clock. Well, they're going to be on the radio show. Excuse me, sorry. They're going to be on the radio show. I'm going to get the interview. So I get it, upload it. The more I'm pumped. I'm waiting. And the video plays. And I'm like, this is it. This is really, seriously, what we've been waiting for. Excuse me, but like you said, Hannity, this is no smoking gun. He said, I spent a lot of time on Twitter trying to tell people that this wasn't a smoking gun. Well, I'm sorry, but the way you hyped this up, and then with the fact of Breitbart passing away, added more intensity to this video. And all we saw was a young smug, which that part I did get a kick out of, to be honest with you. That bastard has been smug his whole freaking life. Yeah, it wasn't something he just got because he became the unconstitutional, undocumented community organizer-in-chief. No, he's been carrying around that for a while. So I did get a kick out of that. But to sit there and say, well, look, see, he hugged a radical. Okay. He's been apologizing and bowing to radicals ever since he's been in office. This isn't anything that, we haven't seen. Yeah, we didn't see it before the 2008. Well, yeah, we really did get a taste of it because Sean Hannity was reporting this. You see, this is why I always get a kick out of when Fox says, and Hannity does this a lot, they're not part of the mainstream media. Yes, you are. You are part of the mainstream media. You are the media. It just station happens to get bigger ratings than MSNBC, CNN, and the like, but you still are part of the mainstream media. Yes, here at the right side of Kennebunk, I've had a saying since the get-go we got online. Here at the right side of Kennebunk, we report the news to you that the mainstream media And your conservative media will not report to you. Yeah, Rush uses it now and changes it up a little bit, but hey, it's still my tagline. And I've been using it ever since. Because there is news that Fox News will not report to you. They are just like any other cable news network. They have their own agenda. But to sit here and say that Fox News is not part of the mainstream would not be right, because they are. And Hannity talked a lot about black liberation theology. He talked about Bill Ayers. He talked about Bernadine Dorn. He talked about Reverend Wright. He talked about Reverend Flaker. So didn't Rush. So didn't Mark. So didn't a great deal of conservative columnists. But people made a choice. They made a choice in 2008 that they wanted to change, and they were willing to believe that Barack Hussein Obama was going to bring them that change. And he did. So to sit here and say that he didn't fulfill his campaign promise, he did. When he said he was going to fundamentally transform America, that's exactly what he did. But we have more explosive type news going on right now that's not being reported about Obama than that story ever thought of being. Now, like I said, what makes it hard is because Andrew Breitbart has passed away. But I would be blogging the same exact thing if Andrew Breitbart was alive. I'm sorry, but hugging a professor, Derek Bell, a radical, just isn't no smoking gun. And to say, well, the media hid it, or a professor, well, we hid it until after the 2008. Come on. There was already enough out there, believe me. If people wanted to take the time to make an educated vote instead of voting with their emotions, then they would have made it. But they didn't. They chose the latter. So, hey, that's just the way it goes. But to say that was a big hyped up story, man, that was a big, flat out disappointment. Real big disappointment. I have to admit, I was really disappointed, honestly. I was like, I wanted to blog about it right afterwards, but I kind of held back. But I can't. I got to get this out of my system, because if I don't, I'm going to explode. It would have been more fun to explode with the anticipation and then get that anticipation fulfilled. But no, I walked away unsatisfied. And actually what makes it worse is I actually helped contribute to the ratings of The Factor just by turning on my TV set before Hannity came on. It just doesn't happen. You're at the right side of Kennybunk. Don't watch Fox News. No, we don't pay attention to the mainstream media. And now I'm really not going to pay attention, because the next time they tell me they got something big and something exclusive, I'm just going to call up my friend and have him talk some sense into me. Tim, come on, don't waste your time. I know that's what Rich will tell me. He won't be sucking out the oxygen out of the room. What he'll be doing is placing the oxygen back in the room. Tim Donovan, right side. Wanting to thank Hannity, seriously. I want to thank you right now, Hannity, for making me have to admit that I was wrong and tell my friend that he was right. Now, until my friend makes a mistake, I'm going to have to live this down. Tim Donovan, right side. You want to know where I am? Just look to the right. You're going to see me waiting for Rich to make a mistake so I can get the upper hand on the right side of Kennybunk.